You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Time now for the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. Good day to you,
Hey,
sir.
how's it going?
Fabulous. Program brought to you in part by SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
Oh, hey, thanks you two, by the way. You spent the working. You
Working
were
the
pole
polls.
workers.
Yes,
Pole
we
volunteers.
were.
Not all heroes wear capes, Dan.
Well, that's a long slog. I mean, that's like
It was a long day. Yeah.
Polls open to when they closed.
We met some new
Long
friends.
day.
Okay, good
We,
for you.
Yeah.
we had fun. It really was. It was neat.
Good for you, America, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That's right.
Welcome to it. Who's got birthdays today? Uncle Walt, not Disney. Walter Cronkite.
Oh, yeah. I remember him.
okay.
Back when news was news.
News was news. I grew up watching the guy in black and white. You trusted every darn word he said.
Yeah.
Goodness, times have changed just a
Haven't
bit.
they?
Matthew McConaughey. He's a rascal. He's
He
50.
is.
He's 51 today.
Is
I
he
always
really?
liked him.
Did we just watch an interview with him? That's who
I
that
don't
was.
know.
I'm sure it was. He's got a new book out because I said I'm going to try to get him on the show.
He does. He's just kind
And
of an
Heidi
interesting
laughed
guy.
when
Yeah, he
Maniacally.
just seems neat, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he kind of sticks to what he wants to do, doesn't usually play the usual Hollywood games.
Yep.
Yeah.
In fact, he recently turned down, what was it, $14 million
Oh, wow.
to be in another romantic comedy.
Oh, wow.
He said, nah, tired of those. Got
Yeah.
other stuff to do.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And
All
Puff,
right.
Puff Daddy.
Somebody had to say it.
Puff Daddy.
Yeah. Sean Combs.
It's a boy. Let's name him Puff Daddy.
His name is Sean.
Whatever. The old Pufferino is 51 today.
Sean Puffy Combs.
There you go. It was 1841. It was in all the papers. The very first wagon train arrives in California.
Okay.
The first thing they said, whoa. I'm just speculating here.
That's how they stopped instead of going right into the ocean.
I've had history classes, and I can guarantee you that's the first thing they said. It was 1922. Howard Carter, you know him, you love him. He discovered the tomb of King Tut.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Big
Okay.
deal. That's still kind of a big deal.
What year was that?
1922.
So we're getting close to the 100-year anniversary of that.
Yeah, exactly. It was 1879. James Riddy. You don't hear a lot about James, but this is pretty spectacular. 1879, old James got busy patenting the very first cash register.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what was behind him doing that? I love this. To combat stealing by his bartenders at his saloon in Dayton, Ohio.
Really?
You see, guys, hey, put the money in this box now. Which is taking what you feel like taking.
Oh, he wanted to get it done, and wow, great story. I love that a lot. So now
love
I know,
that.
you know, and we can just stumble through this whole darn thing.
We will definitely do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
Jobs.
Want to save money? Take the BetterCreditCards.com challenge. It's simple and free, and you could save money every single month. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to BetterCreditCards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks, run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
And a snappy little salute off the well-starched brim of the Ranger Dan hat to you two rascals. You, Joaquin, how you doing? Heidi!
Ranger Dan.
Heidi, oh, come on down. You're the next contestant on Ranger Dan's Game of Love. I'm kidding. I'm a kidder. Put that crossbow down there, Joaquin, and let's roll in here. Well, kind of a strange hunting story for you today. These stories have grown pretty popular. Been getting lots of requests for more of them. Apparently, my little radio rangers are just, honest to goodness, just loving them right to death. Great hunting stories, and boy, there's a ton of them. You know, there were two buddies. They had just started out their day hunting in the old woods there, West River, and one of them finally toppled over, fell right to the ground. He's convulsing. He stopped moving completely.
Oh.
Fortunately, his hunting compadre had a cell phone there and had a signal and called 911, which is what you want to do in that kind of situation.
Right.
Says into the phone, I need help. I need your help right now. He yelled to the phone. I think my friend is dead. I think it was a heart attack, some kind of seizure or something. I'm trying to calm the fella down. The 911 dispatcher calmly said, Sir, before I can decide on if I can help or not, we have to confirm that he's dead. Hunter replied, Hang on. After a short pause, the 911 dispatcher heard a gunshot, and Hunter got back on the line and said, Okay, he's dead, now what? That's a rib tickler there, isn't it? Radio Rangers?
You're not do it that way.
Oh, my gosh.
Heck of a story. That's it. Until next time, is Ranger Dan out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Do you need car insurance? Well, of course, everyone needs car insurance if you want to drive your car. You probably already have insurance somewhere. But is it the right insurance for you? Our friends at InsuranceChicken.com make it pretty easy. They have several big-name insurance companies you've heard of, all in one place, to help you find the most affordable insurance that covers all of your needs. It's a great idea, but not such a great name. InsuranceChicken.com. Yeah, I don't get it either. Check it out today and see if they can help you at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com. Time now for Water Cooler Talk with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you by Lukewarm Tap Water.
Tap water. We talk about, like, what are the finest cities in the nation, what are, like, the coolest things to see around the various states, blah, 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 blah. And I tripped across this. No huge surprises here, but there are a couple of them. The most popular tourist destinations in the great state of South Dakota. Starting at number 12. It's right downtown here, the old Courthouse Museum.
Okay, I can see that.
Number 11 is the Sertoma Butterfly House.
Love that place.
I would not have expected that, but as far as just body count and everything else, it is the
I
11th
love that
house.
place.
Yeah, and like I say, I've got a $50 reward out for anybody who will sneak in there with a big leaf blower. No one's taken me up on it yet, but I've got the 50
Please.
in my pocket.
Please don't.
I'm going to need video proof that you pulled that off.
Oh, you'll be able to just read about it in the paper.
I was going to say, there'd probably be proof.
No problem.
Defense. Oh, Dan Farris offered me $50. Yeah, whatever. Come get me. Number 10 is Good Earth.
Oh, the
State Park
heard of that.
Blood Run, that area. Number 9 is this place is pretty amazing, and you really are kind of surprised it's there. But down in Vermilion, the National Music Museum.
Oh, I've heard of that. I've never been there.
If you have any interest in music whatsoever, it's a pretty cool little joint. Spearfish Canyon is at number 8, followed by Deadwood at number 7.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We talked about this just last week, John. You actually lost half a Snickers bar here. The mammoth site.
Mammoth site.
You were there as a child, and you were littering and carrying on and being just a pain.
I was trying to eat a Snickers. Because, I was a little fat kid. Now I'm a big fat kid.
Things just went south on you, didn't they?
Whoops.
And number 5 is Wind Cave National Park.
Oh, I've never heard of that one.
And I love this. Number 4 is the Crazy Horse Memorial, which is still. Do you know they actually started on that in 1947?
Oh, my goodness.
I had no
Really?
idea
I didn't know that.
Yep. They first started chiseling and dynamiting back in 1947. Well, it's the same group of people who are doing I-29 through Sioux City.
I don't think that's true, but
Sure it is. Look it up. Number 3 is Custer State Park. Badlands National Park's at number 2. That is mind-blowing. I have been through there. And at number 1, you probably guessed it, Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. Huh.
So I just thought that was interesting.
The Corn Palace didn't make
Corn
the
Palace
list.
did not make the cut. It did not. Did not. I have been there once. My son belched at the woman behind the desk. Not intentionally. And in his defense, he was only 22.
Oh, my goodness. I was thinking a 12-year-old or something.
Oh, he was like 4. I got him all loaded up on Mountain Dew. It was awesome.
Well, thank you for that update, sir.
Sure, it's the least I can do, believe me.
We appreciate it. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part. This was our water cooler talk, brought to you by lukewarm tap water.
Tap water.
Want to save money? Take the bettercreditcards.com challenge. It's simple and free, and you could save money every single month. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to bettercreditcards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Do it today. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Thank you for listening on a Wednesday. I've got a guest joining me, Jerry Erickson. He's the author of Angels of the Night. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Now, let's talk a little bit about this book. And I've known you for years, but I didn't know you were an author. Is this your first book?
This will be like my third or fourth book, second major novel.
That is really cool. How long have you been a writer?
Oh, probably since I was about 17.
And so you've been interested in this for a while then?
Yeah, I was in the newspaper business for years and years and years.
Well, see, I've known you for all kinds of other things, and I didn't know this part of your life. That's really, really neat. So what are the other books before we talk about the new one?
Let's see. The Men Who Loved Neon is an apocalyptic book about an EMT attack and the rebuilding of the country.
Oh, wow. And then what's the next one?
And, well, the next full novel is Angels of the Night.
Oh, great.
I've got a short story, a book of short stories. It's 9 short stories with an avenging angel theme. And the 10th short story turned into Angels of the Night, which is about human trafficking.
And that is a topic that's near and dear to a lot of people right now because it's something that's in the forefront in the news. The sad thing is, this has been going on for a long time. It's just finally getting some light shined on it.
Yeah, when I was writing this, starting in late 2019, I had no idea that it was as big as it has turned out to be. And so many facets of it with pornography and every aspect of it that's just horrible. But there's an outfit in Sioux Falls called Call to Freedom. And a young woman named Becky Rasmussen helps free people from this life when they've been coerced or otherwise find themselves in the human trafficking problem, you know. And so I listened to Becky for several years, and a lot of what I learned from her goes into some of the characters in the book. And it's a murder mystery, full-length novel. It's an unnamed small city, so it's got Midwestern values, a place that you could probably say it's got more churches than bars. And a cast of great characters, and of course then the other side of the story, and of course there's a murder mystery. And so it as I was writing it, following the news, I could not keep up with all the reports and all of the angles that just the horrible things that go on that we're now finding out a little bit more about. But I just had to keep writing the novel within certain parameters and figure there's going to be another novel. So
I was just going to ask that. Is there something else in the works, but you're already thinking of maybe the story continuing?
Yeah, I fell in love with the characters. There's the police and the church people and all around the city, and so I guess I've never fallen in love with characters like I did these. There's one fellow is called Norton, and that's his nickname because he works for the city, which gets him into not only the parks and recreation end of it and the streets and all that, but the sewers. And there was a 1950s character on the Jackie Gleason show.
Yeah.
Norton.
Yeah.
He worked in the sewers in New York.
Yeah, a neat guy. So if people would like to maybe read a copy of this book, where can I find this? Is it in stores, online, a little bit of both?
The best thing for people countrywide would be to go to Amazon.com, and it's Angels of the Night. and I go by J.D. Erickson.
Okay. And I'll do what I can I'll put a link on our Facebook page, and we'll do what we can to get the word out about it. I'm glad to find out that you've got another book in the works, and hopefully we can get some folks to buy this one and like it, and then be ready to buy that next one too.
That would be great by me. It's a lot of fun to write them, but it's hard work to sell them. So. And
when do you anticipate the next book to be out?
At the rate I'm going right now, I couldn't really say, but it's with the subject matter and the characters, I could probably say, maybe 6 months.
Very nice. Well, thank you for taking the time to chat with us about this.
Thank you, John.
And again, I know him as Jerry, but J.D. Erickson is what you'll find him on Amazon. Angels of the Night. And it's available through Amazon. I'm going to throw a link to it on our Facebook page, facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News. Do you need car insurance? Well, of course, everyone needs car insurance if you want to drive your car. You probably already have insurance somewhere. But is it the right insurance for you? Our friends at insurancechicken.com make it pretty easy. They have several big-name insurance companies you've heard of, all in one place to help you find the most affordable insurance that covers all of your needs. It's a great idea, but not such a great name. InsuranceChicken.com. Yeah, I don't get it either. Check it out today and see if they can help you at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com. Time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Because celebrities are fabulous. I gotta admit, I kind of like both of these people.
I like that you roll your sleeves up to do this segment.
I do. I get pretty jacked.
You got me chuckling.
I do. I get all goosebumpy, man, because they're celebrities. Hello.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Right.
Yeah.
Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like
them
these
both.
two.
I like
them
both
together and
as
separately.
Musicians.
Yeah.
I've never had a problem with them as human beings. They've been together quite a long time.
Sounds like
They got officially engaged last week.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Now, the wait really kind of had to do with behind the scenes. They were hammering out a prenup.
Okay.
They've both been married
Sure.
before. Now, Blake Shelton, of course, was married to Miranda Lambert, who I also like.
Yeah.
Right.
And they didn't have a problem. They just divorced. There was no big bad hubbubbery going on as far as money or anything else. But Gwen Stefani was married to a guy she did not have a prenup, and apparently she got taken to the cleaners pretty good. So anyway, from what I understand, this celebrity reporter, pointing to myself.
That's Dan.
You can't see it because it's radio. But
I can see it. I'm
pointing
watching
to
you.
myself.
Watched you roll up your sleeves, too.
Has heard that Blake even went as far as to get her 3 kids involved as far as the actual wedding ceremony is going to go and everything else. Apparently they dig him and he digs them and blah, blah, blah.
That's pretty cool.
So that's been the holdup. According to my sources, of which I have 0, there have been no hiccups, no outrageous demands during the discussions, but notice that Gwen is keen to have an agreement between her and Blake because, again, she didn't have one with her ex-husband, Gavin Rosendale, back in 2002. So there you go. The marriage is on.
You ever have a prenuptial agreement, Dan?
No, John, I've lost everything twice.
Heidi and
I can't wait to do it again.
Heidi and I have a prenup, and it was pretty good because it's just written on the back of a Kit Kat wrapper. Oh, by the way, that's the only thing I have is a Kit Kat wrapper. So.
What are you going to do? I don't begrudge anybody anything.
No.
So,
well, thank you for the report, sir.
Yeah, I wonder if I'm going to get invite to this wedding. I can't imagine I won't. I'll keep you posted.
All 3 of us.
No, just
we'll
me,
probably
John.
be in the front row.
No, just me.
They'll probably ask us to sing at it. Okay, maybe not that.
It'll be Dan plus
Pips cover
1.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. It's brought to you in part by SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
Want to save money? Take the BetterCreditCards.com challenge. It's simple and free, and you could save money every single month. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to BetterCreditCards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, November 4th, 2020. The market proved its resilience on Tuesday with most major indices gaining at least 2.25% by the end of the day. The advance was led by the blue chip Dow Jones Industrial Average, but all major indices were within a close range. The bad news is that the indices did not regain the upper side of their short-term moving averages. which means the bears are still in control of the market. Things may look a lot different today with the results or lack of results from the 2020 presidential election. Election results aside, the two most important events of the week are still to come. The FOMC meets today and could change the tone of the recovery. If the committee is too cautious or sees risks mounting, the market could react negatively. Likewise, the non-farm payroll report is due Friday and may also disappoint the market. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.